877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Think inflation is a political liability ahead of the midterm?
That's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son.
Unbelievable. Stupid. Well, we'll find out who's stupid later on. But first, let's talk about what's going on with the market. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Okay, so yesterday, we had this big rally at the end of the day. And CNBC and all the fake business news networks went nuts. Wow, this is it. This is great. Wow, unbelievable. No, it wasn't. I told my members this morning, when the market was rallying, or the market dropped again this morning, it was around, I think it was down about 300 points, if I'm right, a little more. Or 450, thank you. Here's what I said to them. The plunger team's coming in, and are going to try to cut this in half. And then I said that let's take a look at the spiders. Okay, we have not broken the low here. That means we're trading inside. Now, if these don't break their lows today, we will probably get a relief rally. The market will turn positive again. Exactly what happened. I told them this morning, as the market was going down, that you heard, that we will get a relief rally. Yesterday, when the market went down 1,000 points, and I said the same thing to them then. I said, make sure that you buy into the market. Start taking some profits. I know it's going to be hard. I think I have that somewhere, but we'll try to find it. I said, I know it's going to be difficult. Here you're shorting, market's going down, you're making money, and I'm telling you, go in and start taking profits. When you get those big drops, that's the time to take profits. Because what happens is the plunger team will come in. Anytime that they have a 5% drop, 10% drop, 15, 20, they come in to try to stop that market from going down. They buy index futures. And here's what I said. I think this, yeah. Remember, though, all glory is fleeting. Make sure you take some profits when you get a big day like this. I know it's tough, but take some profits. And then, make sure you put your stops in, okay? So, how did I know that the market was going to rally back up? And then I told them they got to go in and take some profits and then put their stops in. And how did I know the other day when I told them this? So, find a chart, the spiders, SPY is a symbol. Look at the low of 472 and then mark down if the spiders drop back from today from 476.62 to below 470, drops below 470, then you see this market sell off. And I was right. It sold off. It sold off big time the minute it broke through 470. And then I told them this. Well, I'm going to give you another number. If the spiders break through that low, when the plunger team came in on January 10th, which is 456.60, breaks through there and holds, this market's going to be in big trouble. And it was. So, I get emails when they say, well, how did you know that when the market, you said when it's going to drop through 470, it was going to be, it's over. And then when the plunger team came back in, and on January 10th, and they pushed the market back up, and I said, on January 10th, this is exactly what we want to do. I said, it's going to fail. They're going to come down, and they're going to take that January 10th low out. So let's stay short. They're going to take that 464.65 out. And they did. And they took it out on January 18th. And then we dropped 4 days in a row. Bang, bang, bang. And then yesterday on the spiders, we hit a low of around 420.76. And there, when it was going down, I told them to take profits, that this thing would rally back up, and it did. Because what we're seeing right now is an organized sell-off. I've only been around 75 years, only been watching the market for 52 years. I've gone through these. This is an organized sell-off. And when the jibber jabbers came in yesterday and started talking, oh wow, look at this rally, 1,000-point rally. Wow, it's over. We're going to go right back. Buy in the dip. Buy in the dip. They're telling everybody, what are you, nuts? And this morning, the people who bought on the dip got killed again. They got killed again. And what it means trading on the inside, if you take the high of yesterday on the spiders, if you have a chart, if you don't, go to my site, philsgang.com. If you have a mobile device, you can see it. I'll point it right to you right now. Yesterday, you had a high of $440.38. And it had a low yesterday of 420.76. So this morning I told my members, we're not going to break out through that bottom of the low, and we're not going to break out through the high. So I said we're not going to break out through the high of 440.38, and we're probably not going to break out through the low of 420.76. That's called inside trading. You're trading inside the previous day. And that tells you they're sitting there, they don't know what to do. And it proves that the rally yesterday was nothing more than interference into a free market by the plunger team. That's all it was. Interference. The Secretary of Treasury, the Chairman of the Federal Reserve, the Chairman of the SEC, the Chairman of the Commodities Future Trading Commission, they all get together with the president, and he tells them what to do. And he tells them either to rally the market or not rally the market. But they got a big problem here. When you look at this market, everyone's thinking, oh, this is great. We're going to buy on a dip. We're going to make a lot of money. This market's going to go back. No. This is a real problem, this market, because it's a real organized crash. Now, they may come in and try to, and I hope they do. I hope they try to rally it again. Just like when it dropped from, the S&P dropped from a high of 470 or 480, I said to them, we don't want this to go down. Not a lot. We want it to stop. And then rally back up. And it did. And it wasn't able to get to the high of 480. It stopped around 470. So that's what you want. That's failed. It means it's failed to make a new high. There's not enough buyers. And then it'll take out, and I said, then it's going to take out that low of January 10th, which is around 456. I said, if they do that, this market's going to collapse. It's going to drop big time. And it did. We dropped 10%. But we also know when a market drops 10%, that's in correction territory. And the plunger team, again, is going to come in. They're all going to get together. They're on the phone with each other. Treasury, Federal Reserve, SEC, CFTC, chairman, all there to say, okay, how much do we move it up? So they print money, give it to either J.P. Morgan or Morgan Stanley or Bank of America or Wells Fargo, those four banks, because they're members of the Federal Reserve. And they'll give them the money and tell them, go out and buy futures. And all that is a game. If the market's down around 420, they'll come out and say, next Wednesday, if now the market's 420, we're going to take options. We think we're going to buy at 460 next week. People go, wow, I better get out of my short position. But it's not working. It's not working. What no one wants to tell you, none of the fake Business News Network, Wall Street, no one has the guts to tell you, but I'm going to tell you right after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang, free for 10 days, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. So that you can get a good night's sleep. No, I don't sell pillows. Once you learn how to make money when the market is going down, if you're in the stock market and you don't know how to make money when the market goes down, you are so screwed. Because markets go down 10 times faster than they go up. And there's never, there's just no other worse feeling than when you lose money in the market. Do you know that the 401ks, just in this past sell-off, since January 4th, an average person in 401k lost $7,000, while my members were making $7,000, not 401ks. See, 401ks, they don't allow you to sell short. They don't allow you to make money when the market goes down because they lose money. Brokerage houses lose money. That's why they try to scare you not to sell short. Instead, they try to get you to do what? Cost average down. That's terrible. Or buying a dip. How'd that work out for everybody? Remember when he kept telling everybody to buy on a dip? Kramer, remember buying a dip December 20th? All those tech stocks? How'd that work out? People got slaughtered. Just buy on a dip. Again, here he is again.
Sometimes it feels like nothing works. Valuation, no. Sentiment, no. Earnings, no. And when you get that feeling, you know what you have to do? You have to buy.
Unbelievable.
I'm looking at these stocks down from where they were, and I'm saying, all right, those people who bought it that high, they're wrong. I'm not going to be as wrong as they were. I want to do some buying today. My Charitable Trust is buying today. I'm forcing myself to buy today. We wanted to buy more Friday. We couldn't. Why am I doing it? Because that's what I do. That's my discipline.
See, that means he wasn't disciplined because that's not what you do. That's not what you do. And when he bought, he lost money. You don't ever go against the flow of money. You just don't do that. You go with the flow of money. Candlesticks are for birthday cakes. Candlesticks are for birthday cakes. What we look at is money flow, trend. And what else do we look at? We live and die by 10-year Treasury yields. What are the yields doing? What are the yields doing? Well, everybody was worried about yield, about earnings. The market was going up 20%. I think it was 20 or 30% in 2020. Same thing 2020. And they're all worried about earnings. Now there's another earnings season. Who cared? Nobody cared about earnings because both in 2020 and 2021, the earnings were negative. You followed the money flow. So when this market dropped, and I said, each time, okay, that 470 on the S&P, I said to my members, when it drops through there, this market's going to keep going down. When it breaks through 456, it's going to go down again. We hit 456. Then I said, okay, it's going to break through 448. And it did. It went all the way down. And then I told them, take profits yesterday. And they did. And I told them the plunger team would come in yesterday, and they would start buying index futures to interfere with the market sell-off. This is what they do, but that's okay because this market has been destroyed. Now, what was I going to tell you? Here's what nobody has the guts to tell you, why this market is so damaged and this market is going, this is not over yet. This is not over. They can try to rally all they want, and they will. They'll interfere with this free market. That's what QE is, interference with free markets. And they think they're so smart, but it doesn't work. If you follow the trend, the flow of money, and you know how to do it, especially on my chart, which is a patent chart, and you could have for 10 days, you can look at it and you think if I'm BSing you or not. It works. Here's what's happened with our economy. Stagflation. We are in stagflation. That's the worst thing you ever want to be in, is stagflation. But they don't have the guts to tell you. What's stagflation? When does that occur? It occurs when the Fed, the gangsters, they wait too long to fight inflation. They don't give a damn if coffee's going up 92% or chicken's up 52% or beef's up 25% or gasoline up 55%. And so they don't care about you. Just like the Republicans don't care about you. The Democrats don't care about you. The Republicans and Democrats care about their party. Wall Street don't care about you. They care about their party. So they're not going to tell you the truth. Stagflation occurs when the Fed waits too long to fight inflation. That means start raising rates. But when it's too late, you're screwed. You're screwed. Nothing works. When it's too late. And here's the problem with stagflation. As I say, it occurs when the Fed waits too long. They don't go in there and fight. And they wait for the purpose of enriching the 1% of the population. I told you. In 14 years, since 2008, they stole in actual wages. You should have wages that have increased by $51 trillion. Those are gone. Those should have been yours. They're in the pocket of the 1%. And stagflation occurs when there is low economic growth and prices are going up. Hello? Do you think we have low economic growth? You betcha. Even today they turned around and on the earnings, they came out today and said, oh my God, our earnings are a lot less than we thought. Oh my God, our economic growth is going down. I've been telling you that for a year. So when you have low economic growth and prices are going up, you are screwed. That's called stagflation. Now, what's so bad about that? Are you kidding me? You can raise rates all you want and it's not going to work. When you have inflation, yes, you can raise rates. You can raise rates and stop inflation. But they got so greedy for 14 years. This QE was supposed to last for 8 months to a year. Instead, it went on for 14 years. Now their back is against the wall and nothing works. They can't push up the tech stocks anymore because they won't accept the inflation it comes with it, and they can't push up the bank stocks or the value stocks because of the high interest rates that come with it, or the high yields. But boy, what an opportunity this has been. And we're going to have more opportunity. I'll be right back. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Pick your words.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So during the sell-off of the S&P went down 12%, the small mid-cap stocks really got crushed. And that's the one you watch. That's when you know Main Street's in real trouble. And that's what I told my members. So we were all set up to short. It went down negative 22%. And the Qs went down 18%. And the banks went down 11%. Now, that is the problem. If you got the Qs going down 18% when they're turning around, and remember what they're trying to do with big tech, they interfere into the market and they buy treasuries to keep the yields down to push up the Qs, to push up tech stocks. See, and guys like this dope right here.
I feel very comfortable to go back in tech. I think we're shaping up with some extraordinary bargains here.
Unbelievable. See, and he's not going to do that. What he wants you to do. But he won't do that. So my point is, as the Qs are coming down there, the big tech stocks are dropping. They tried everything to go in and buy treasuries, drop those yields down, to push them back up, and they couldn't do it. So remember what he did. That was in November. The Qs started to drop. And I explained to my members, I said, look, at November, the Qs are in trouble. So we were shorting. And then guess what happened? Now they go and they turn around and he says, in December, Powell, I'm gonna turn around and interfere in the market. I'm gonna now rig the banks to go up. Because the banks don't give me inflation. All they get from banks is high yields. So the tech stocks live on low yields and the banks live on high yields. So he found out in November the economy said no more of your damn big tech stocks because we can't absorb the yields, the inflation. I'm sorry, the inflation. We can't, because all you do is print money. Keep buying treasuries, for God's sakes, to push yields down, to artificially push these up. We just can't take it anymore. So he switches over to the banks. Says, okay, no more inflation. Here's what we'll do. Let's push the banks up. So what we'll do this time is we'll sell treasuries off our balance sheet. Nobody will know. We'll just sell treasuries. And then that'll push yields up. So they tried, and guess what happened? The S&P was coming down. I showed my members that today again. And I said, and as a matter of fact, that was a real big tip-off on my call that the market was going to drop when it broke through 470. Because I pointed at everybody, I said, look at this. Do you see this? The S&P is coming down. And he's sitting there pushing the bank stocks up. And he couldn't push them up fast enough to save the S&P. Know why? Because the economy would not accept higher yields. So when they won't accept higher yields on the bank stocks and they won't accept lower yields on the tech stocks, that's called a crash. And that's what's going on. And if you only knew how to short, which is just as easy as flicking on a light switch. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to come to class. You don't even have to have a video. You don't have to learn. Just every day, come to our portfolio every day at 2 o'clock. Steve, head of our education department, he takes our actual portfolio of stocks and he shows you exactly what to do with our portfolio, what our members are doing. We give you the instructions. So if it's time for you to make money in the market going down, you'll make money when the market's going down. Same thing on the way up.
Schlumberger, go ahead and put in a scalp for a long here. This had a nice move up here. If this can cross over in the morning or we can break out above.
So he tells you exactly what to do. All right, listen. All I'm asking you is to help St. Jude. That's all. Help St. Jude. And this is the time you're going to make money. Now, it's sad that so many people who lost 401k 7,000, that's going to even double. Oh, you're going to get a rally for a while. They're going to come in and manipulate the market and all that. But believe me, when I told you back in January 18, 2008, I said this was the beginning of the crash. And I told you then what's going to take this market down is going to be China and the big tech stocks. And guess what? China and big tech stocks are taking us down. People have no idea what's going on in China. Like whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Whatever happens in China doesn't stay in China. It goes out through the whole globe. I want to address, before I run out of time, this terrible comment that Biden, remember he said to the reporter, and I can't repeat it. Nobody would want to repeat it. And, I mean, right here.
You think inflation is a political liability ahead of the midterms?
That's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son.
What a stupid SB. Can you imagine if Trump said that? Oh, he'd be impeached this afternoon. His whole family would be impeached. His whole family would be impeached. But no, they didn't want Trump because they don't like the way he tweets. He tweets too much. I want Joe. I want little Joe. He's an honest, nice man. Yeah, nice man, all right. But let's talk about stupid. You want to talk about stupid? Let's talk about stupid. And this is going to kill your economy. He's killing your economy. Okay? All the things you're working for. Your 401k lost $7,000 in about a week. Are you kidding me? Stupid is June 1, 2021. Biden stopped all the oil and gas drilling. Now get this. In a area of 19 million acres. Think of 19 million acres. Think of your house. Okay? If your house is on an acre, how many houses you can put on an acre, for God's sakes? What, 8 houses? This is 19 million. Inside the 19 million acres called the Alaska Arctic National Refuge, that's the 19 million acres, there's a little area about 1.5 million acres of the 19 million. And in that little area, 1.5 million acres, there's 11 million barrels of oil that Trump was pulling out of the ground. Biden stopped it on June 1. No more drilling in here. No, we got to worry about the moose. We got to worry about the moose. What do you mean you're worried about the moose? It gets so cold in that Alaska Arctic National Refuge, so cold. Even the moose don't stay there in the winter. They go to a Holiday Inn, for God's sakes. It's barren and it's cold and freezing, and they worry about moose in the middle of 19 million acres. This is only 1.5 million of the 19 million. You talk about stupid. He's calling someone stupid? It didn't stop there. So Biden cuts back the amount of leases to drill for oil and gas throughout the entire United States. Let's cut those back too. Then he says, let's interfere with the flow of oil in the pipelines. Let's cut Keystone. Let's stop Keystone. Let's stop, there's 2 other pipelines. Let's stop those pipelines too. Want more stupid? Biden reversed Trump's decision not to lease the Nord Stream pipeline to Russia. Trump knew. He says, I can't lease this to Putin because he would be a major exporter of $3 billion a year of natural gas. That $3 billion a year would make him so wealthy and his country, he would take that money and fulfill his dream, buy all kinds of arms and weapons to put the Soviet Union back, starting with Ukraine. No, he's not going to get it. Biden, you want to see something stupid? Call stupid? Biden says, oh, you can have it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Are you kidding me? Now, we don't know. We don't know if the $3.5 million that Biden's son was paid by the wife of the former Mexico mayor, if that is connected to why he gave him the lease. We don't know. We don't know. But boy, even if it wasn't, boy, this is stupid. Imagine cutting our oil production. Do you know what the consequences are to you? I'll explain when I get back. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these 2 committees, their job was to protect protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back. Now, when you have down days, what we look for are stocks that aren't going down. That's called relative strength. And Stephen, who's head of our education department, and he's the one every day at 2 o'clock, he posts our portfolio stock. The actual stocks we're in tells you what to do with each one. SLB, he told people to buy. And SLB took off big time. So we do look for stocks when the market's going down, for stocks that have relative strength, big relative strength. We have a couple more, but I don't want to give them to you over the air because then you're going to go and buy them. Then you're not going to join the gang. And then when you lose money because you don't know when to get out, when to get in, when to short, when to add, then you read somewhere online. I listened to Phil and I lost money. Yeah. So, but we have some wonderful relative strength stocks, great relative strength stocks. But you got to have you look at. I don't know how to get this across, but people don't understand. Since 2009, since they put in this con job, okay, called QE, the inflation, people don't understand. It's destroyed us. I mean, what they did in 2008 is created Such consequences. I mean, this printing and printing and printing and printing of money to keep buying treasuries, get those yields down, so we can have this biggest tech rally in the world. Who did that benefit? Just the 1% of our nation. What about the people on Main Street? They've gotten so screwed. Now coffee's up 92%, chicken's up 52%. If you don't want to think about it, what about cotton? Almost 50%. Remember, that's why your clothing's going up. You got them to thank. You got Wall Street to thank for this. You got Powell to thank for this. He works for Wall Street, doesn't work for you. And that's why, again, if you become independent of these jibber-jabbers on the fake business who give you nothing but bad advice, nothing but bad advice. It's terrible, the stuff they tell you to do. Buying a dip, buying a dip, buying a dip. Cost average down. Sound like the people. I don't want to vote for Trump. I don't like the way he tweets. Okay, enough of that. Just talking about stupid. Is when you don't join my gang and just protect yourself, where you can learn when the market goes down. You break those chains. You just break those chains. I mean, imagine being in 401k and you're losing money and you're seeing your stocks go down and you're out of that money and you could have been making money, for God's sakes. And what caused all this inflation? Not only was this QE of printing money so they could artificially push up tech stocks, Biden comes in and pushes oil through the roof. We're going to be over $100 a barrel. You talk about stupid. Don't call this guy stupid. Talk about stupid. What's stupid is cutting oil production. Biden knows damn well the consequences when you cut oil production in your own country. Remember, we were trying to do an economic recovery since 2009, 2008. We were trying to do long-term economic growth. That's linked. He linked us to reliance on foreign oil. Whether you hate Trump or love Trump, Trump got us to be oil independent. And I know you hate him. And you maybe hate me for talking about stupid. But the truth is the truth. Can you imagine a president of the United States decides when we're finally oil independent, when we have 19 million acres, which 1.5 million of the 19 million sit in the middle of it. There's 11 million barrels under there of oil, and he stops. And now we are begging Russia and Saudis, our enemy, please give us oil. That's why you are having trouble. That's why the economy sucks. So the economic recovery has always been linked to being oil independent. When you link yourself to not being oil independent to these countries, you got to import oil. That is stupid. Stupid. Even more stupider, Biden knows, and he knows since 2009, we have doubled our import. He has now doubled our imports from 4 million a day to 8 million barrels a day. That's inflation. And you want to know why your stock's going down? But if you're short, not a problem. Know how to put a light switch on? You know how to put a light switch off? That's simple. Think of what he did. He turns around. Now we are importing double the amount of oil from dangerous and unstable countries like Russia. What are you, nuts? Here's the other thing that's so stupid. Talk about stupid. The other thing he knows, that Biden knows, doing that, the big consequence is budget deficits. Budget deficits are so close to being bad as inflation, but there's nothing as bad as inflation, and you know that. You know when you go to get food at the restaurant and go get gasoline, you know that. Just remember why. Remember why. Because since 2009, Obama, and then you had Bernanke, and then after Bernanke, he said he was only going to do it for 8 months the most. Then Yellen comes in. She starts. Then Powell comes in because all they want to do is push up the price of tech stocks, push up the stocks. So the big consequence is budget deficits. Increased debt. They got to pay. When they're spending $3 trillion more than they're taking in, that's got to be paid for. Can you imagine? He's importing $1 billion a day. If you're just importing $1 billion a day, that winds our budget deficit. It's nuts. $365 billion. That $1 billion a day could be used to fund St. Jude's cancer research for the kids. We could eliminate 600,000 cancer deaths with that one. No, he wouldn't do that. Budget deficits. Do you know what the consequence of budget deficits are? You know what the consequences of inflation is, but you know what the consequence of budget deficits? Here's the consequences. 1, you lose your job. 2, they got to pay for that deficit. And what do? They sell treasuries. So they target. Who do they sell it to? Who do they target? They go and target savers at banks. Say, you're at the bank, you're making what, less than 0.25%? We'll give you 2.4%. People take their money out of the bank and they lend it to the government so fast. I don't even know at the banks. Even less than 0.25%. It's like 1/8%, right? Whatever it is now. Maybe you can look it up for me. So he turns around. We have this tremendous deficit. He's selling treasuries. He targets savers at banks. That's who he's selling treasuries to. So you know what to do? So a person who's sitting there at the bank takes his money out of the bank and gives it to the government. 0.08. What's that? 0.8 of like a penny. So what he does is by running up this budget deficit, now he sells treasuries. He thinks he's clean now, but guess who he screwed? You. Why? Well, because when all the people at the bank take their savings and they give it to the treasuries, why wouldn't they? That means the rates go up. Short-term Fed rates will then increase. That influences your rates. That influences higher payments on credit cards, mortgages, business loans, home improvement loans, adjustable rate loans, auto loans, student loans, on and on and on. That's what he did. That increases inflation again. Coffee up 92%, chicken up 52%, beef up 25%, and stagflation, which is really screwing you. So you know what you should do? You want to sleep at night? When the stock's going down, all you have to do is just like flicking a switch, and you make money on the way down. You can prove it to yourself in 10 days. It's free. 877-600-GANG. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.